Welcome back, everyone! Today we are diving deep into Episode 8 of Hat Atelier, titled The Misgivings of the Knights Moralis. If you thought this series was just going to be a cozy, whimsical, magical adventure, this episode completely shatters that illusion. Following the devastating cliffhanger of Episode 7, where the human boy Custis had his legs crushed by a falling boulder, Episode 8 shifts the entire tone of the season. It plunges us straight into the dark, systemic underbelly of this magical world. Let's break down the episode and analyze how the community and anime reactors are responding to this massive tonal shift. Episode 8 focuses heavily on the immediate aftermath of the river accident. But instead of a heroic rescue or a miraculous healing spell, we are introduced to the Knights Moralis, the magical police force tasked with enforcing the rules of the Pact. Because magic that alters the human body is strictly forbidden to prevent warfare, healing Custis is out of the question. The sheer dramatic irony here is heartbreaking. Coco and Agot want nothing more than to use their skills to save this suffering child, but the law actively stands in their way. The Knights Moralis show up not as saviors, but as an intimidating, rigid authority. They are far more fixated on tracking forbidden magic, interrogating our young apprentices, and threatening memory erasure than actually helping a human in agonizing pain. It is a masterclass in thematic storytelling that exposes the deep inequalities between the magical elite and the vulnerable, magicless population. Across the internet, reaction and review videos for Episode 8 have been absolutely explosive. By looking at the core deep dives and community breakdowns, the audience response can be distilled into 3 fascinating major talking points. First, Qifrey's dark side. Analysts and reactors had a field day breaking down Qifrey's actions in this episode. While he steps up to protect Coco and Agot from the Knights Moralis, viewers noted that his happy-go-lucky persona is actively peeling away to reveal something much more sinister. The community was shocked by his ruthless willingness to erase a bystander's memory without a second thought, just to cover up his own magical experiment. It's raising massive red flags, with viewers openly questioning his true character and his dangerously protective devotion to Coco. Second, multiverse theories and the brimmed hats. The review community has also taken a deep dive into some massive lore theories. Based on how the corrupted ink was planted, a prominent theory emerging among reactors is that the brimmed hats are manipulating space and time, dimensionally superimposing their magic into Coco's vial using drops of blood. There are even wild, intriguing theories circulating that Qifrey himself might be an alternate future version of the masked brimmed hat, given how much he knows about Coco being the key. Third, the systemic prejudice of Silver Wash. Finally, reactions heavily focused on the tragedy of the new boy who suffers from Silver Wash sight. Fandom discussions are unpacking the harsh, rigid realities of this magical society, questioning why seeing the world in shades of silver completely invalidates someone from becoming a witch. Reactors deeply resonated with the sheer unfairness of a system that actively blocks a passionate kid from an atelier simply because he doesn't fit the traditional mold. Ultimately, Episode 8 is a pivotal turning point for Hat Atelier. It strips away the comfort of the magic system and forces the audience, along with Coco, to question the morality of the world they've fallen in love with. The community's reaction proves that the story has successfully hooked its viewers, transforming a fantasy adventure into a deeply compelling critique of power and privilege. What did you think of the Knights Moralis? Did this episode change how you view the laws of magic? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep drawing your own path.